souls abide. In sacred tales their grace resides. Eternal emblems, life's first spark, nestled deep in culture's heart. Through ancient rites they play their part.
Primeval forces, stone and lore, oracles of truth galore, worship where the ancients swore, echoes of the gods they bore.
and lovely, through grasslands you advance, adorned with stripes for lines of midnight hue. Patterned perfection, nature's art in view. Harmony in scales, your beauty's soft embrace. Enchanting presence in every sunlit space. Quietly you roam in Europe's warm embrace, unassuming charm with such a gentle pace. Amidst the rocks and fields, your colors softly gleam, tranquil in your ways like a flowing woodland stream. Unique in form, with patterns bold yet kind, olive brown and gold, a treasure to the mind. Radiant and sleek, your body sways with ease, leaving hearts in awe beneath the forest breeze.
In your quiet gaze, a soul so pure and free, enchanting presence in every sunlit space. Quietly you roam in Europe's warm embrace, unassuming charm with such a gentle pace. Amidst the rocks and fields, your colors softly gleam, tranquil in your ways like a flowing woodland stream. Unique in form, with patterns bold yet kind, olive brown and gold, a treasure to the mind. Radiant and sleek, your body sways with ease, leaving hearts in awe beneath the forest breeze. In your quiet gaze, a soul so pure and free, nature's tender friend, you mean no harm to me. Never calm and wise, in meadows you reside, affable and mild, with love you gently glide. Timeless in your grace, a creature to revere, adored by all who see your beauty drawing near.
Ethereal
Majestic in your untamed grace, aggression sparks in every chase. Lithe and swift you claim your ground, power in your strike is found. Open heart the fierce you seem, loyal trust begins to gleam. Loyal trust begins to gleam. Offering gifts in love's sweet dance. Noble men yell, you seize the chance. Love. Love. Made you, who with prey you bring. Oh, to her, your heart does sing. Nature's art, your courtship bold. Serpent's charm, a tale retold. Voice the strength, your fangs align. Echoes of a force divine. Subtle venom, swift to stun. Staring life till breath is done. Unique and draw, your fangs resign. Lethal gift with skill apply. Adored from might, yet soft within. Nature's balance, free of sin. Unyielding spirit, yet you bend. Serpent friend, my heart you mend.
Beguiling grace, your coils embrace the wild with artful ease. Opulent scales that shimmer, catching light through ancient trees. Astute and wise, your silent gaze holds secrets of the earth.
Silent gaze holds secrets of the earth. a serpent's design. Majestic in length, a titan's embrace, overwhelming strength, yet gentle in pace. Loyal companion with trust so rare, unique in its bond, beyond compare. Radiant charm, impulse that enfold, unveiling a spirit both tender and bold. Serene in its gaze, with wisdom profound, beauty unmatched, in silence it reigns. Intellect charm, through ancient domains, velvet like skin, with new stats and drugs. Inspiring more in its powerful dance, tranquil and wise, a soul that's sincere. Towering might, yet kind when you're near, adored for its heart, so trusting and true. This serpent's allure, captain thanks you. Unforgettable creature with lovely of mind, symbol of wondrous marvelous pride. Radiant charm in coils that unfold, unveiling a spirit both tender and bold. Serene in its gaze, with wisdom profound, beauty unmatched, in silence it reigns. Radiant charm in coils that unfold, unveiling a spirit both tender and bold. Serene in its gaze, with wisdom profound, beauty unmatched, in silence it reigns. Intellect charm, through ancient domains, velvet like skin, with new stats and thrones. Inspiring more in its powerful dance, tranquil and wise, a soul that's sincere to love. Beauty unmatched, in silence it reigns. Charming in your coil, there's a dancer in the wild. Radiant skills are similar, nature's unbeguiled. Obsidian eyes, so piercing wisdom deep in. Driving in your solitude where freedom does begin. Adaptable, cunning, intellect so rare. Life is swift to glide through life with elegance and flair. Unseen strike with venom, bold and swift to shore. Strength in every movement, the spirit fierce and pure. Your keeper trust you really share, unyielding in your loyalty, upon beyond compare, inclusive yet majestic in your will to reign. Independent spirit free from parental chain, serene in your dominion, no need for guiding hand. Sovereign of the wilderness, you rule the solid land. Unshackled by the past, no path is yours alone. Symbol of resilience, carved in earth and stone. Terrific in your presence, a marvel to behold. Enchanting in your mystery, a tale forever told. Revel in your power, with venom's deadly art. Respect commands your essence, you capture every heart. In solitude to flourish, your trust was chosen few. Fearless in your journey, to your soul you're true. Inspiring awe and wonder, in the wild you roam. Captivating creature, the earth your sacred home. Unseen, you strike with beauty. Forever you'll endure. Serpent of the ages, your spirit fierce and pure. The spirit fierce and pure. Strength in every movement, the spirit fierce and pure. Devoted to your keeper, trust you really share. Unyielding in your loyalty, upon beyond compare. Reclusive yet majestic, in your will to reign. Independent spirit, free from parental chain. Serene in your dominion, no beneath the guiding hand. Sovereign of the wilderness, you rule the solid land. Unshackled by the bars, your path is yours alone. Symbol of resilience, carved in earth and stone. Carved in earth and stone. Terrific in your presence, a marvel to behold. Enchanting in your mystery, a tale forever told. Revel in your power, with venom's deadly art. Respect commands your essence, you capture every heart. It slaughters you to flourish, it trusts us chosen few. Fearless in your journey, to the solid true. Inspiring awe and wonder, in the wild to roam. Captivating creature, the earth a sacred home. Unmatched in strength and beauty, forever you will endure. Serpent of the ages, your legend ever pure. Your legend ever pure. My nature's off beguiled. I'm thinking that's what kissing was the deep within. Fighting in your soul that you will freedom just begin. Adaptable and cunning, intellect so rare. Life is lifting glad like with power gives and flair. I see your strength with venom, both is with the shore. Strength in every movement, your spirit fierce and pure. Devoting to your keeper, trust to every share. Unyielding in your loyalty, upon me you'll compare. Cruising yet majestic, in your world to reign. Independent spirit, free from mental chain. Serene your dominion, no need for guiding hand. Sovereign of the wilderness, you rule the solid land. Unshackled by the past, your path is yours alone. Symbol of resilience, carved in earth and stone. From food of the stone. Enchanting in your mystery, a tale forever told. Revel in your power, with venom's tipping heart. Respect commands your essence, you capture every heart. In solitude you flourish, your trust so chosen few. Fearless in your journey, to your soul you're true. Exploring all wonder, in the world you roam. Captivating creature, the earth your sacred home. Unmatched strength and beauty, forever you endure. Serpent of the ages, your legend ever pure. The legend ever pure. To your keeper, trust you rarely share. Unyielding in your loyalty, upon beyond compare. Reclusive yet majestic, in your role to reign. Independent spirit, freedom bent on not to chain. Serene in your dominion, no need for guiding hand. Sovereign of the wilderness, you rule the sunlit land. Unshackled by the blast, your path is yours alone. Symbol of resilience, carved in earth and stone. Terrific in your presence, a marvel to behold. Enchanting in your mystery, a tale forever told. Bursting through waters, your story unfolds. Ethereal presence, in marshes you glide. Serene yet powerful with secrets inside. Quiet guardian, you coil in the shade. Opulent markings in yellow arrayed. Tempered at first with a hiss to defend. Aggressive by instinct, but I'll be your friend. Easing your guard as trust starts to bloom. Unveiling your heart in the wetland's soft gloom. Sweetly you soften, you won't meet consume.
with stripes, 4 lines of midnight hue, patterned perfection, nature's art in view.
Harmony in scales, your beauty soft embrace, enchanting presence in every sunlit space. Quietly you roam in Europe's warm embrace, unassuming charm with such a gentle pace.
Amidst the rocks and fields, your colors softly gleam, tranquil in your ways like a flowing woodland stream. Unique in form, with patterns bold yet kind,
Olive brown and gold, a treasure to the mind.
radiant and sleek, your body sways with ease, leaving hearts in awe beneath the forest breeze.
In your quiet gaze, a soul so pure and free, nature's tender friend, you mean no harm to me. Ever calm and wise, in meadows you reside, affable and wild, with love you gently glide. Timeless in your grace, a creature to revere, adored by all who see your beauty drawing near. Resplendent
piercing scales that gleam, yielding beauty a living dream, twisting through jungles silent and grand, heavenly creature of nature's hand, opulent colors, patterns divine, noble in presence a serpent's designed.
The Titans embrace overwhelming strength, yet gentle in pace. Loyal companion with trust so rare, unique in its bond beyond compare. Radiant, charming coils that unfold, unveiling a spirit both tender and bold. Serene in its gaze with wisdom profound, beauty unmatched in silence it reigns. Intellect sharp through ancient domains, velvet-like skin with hues that entrance, inspiring all in its powerful dance. Tranquil and wise, a soul that's sincere, towering mind yet kind when you're near. Adored for his heart, so trusting and true, the serpent's alone captivates you. Unforgettable creature, with love we abide. Symbol of wonder, Earth's mother, Earth's pride. Nature's art beguiled, obsidian eyes so piercing, wisdom deep within, thriving in your solitude where freedom does begin. Adaptable and cunning, intellect so rare, lithe and swift you glide through life with arrogance and flair. Unseen you strike with venom, potent, swift and sure, strength in every movement, your spirit fierce and pure. Trust you rarely share, unyielding in your loyalty, a bond beyond compare. Reclusive yet majestic, in your world you reign. Independent spirit, free from parental chain. Serene in your dominion, no need for guiding hand. Sovereign of the wilderness, you rule the sunlit land. Unshackled by the past, your path is yours alone. Symbol of resilience, carved in earth and stone. Terrific in your presence, a marvel to behold. Enchanting in your mystery, a tale forever told. Revel in your power, with venom's deadly art. Respect commands your essence, you capture every heart. In solitude you flourish, yet trust those chosen few. Fearless in your journey, to your soul you're true. Inspiring all in wonder, in the wilds you roam. Captivating creature, the earth your sacred home. Unmatched in strength and beauty, forever you'll endure. Serpent of the ages, your legend ever pure. Your legend ever pure. Your legend ever pure. Your legend ever pure. Your legend ever
My eternal desire, devilish beauty, masters of demise. With pain and inhuman dread they repay mankind's misdeeds. With torturous death they condemn, unleashing demonic venom. A fleeting fatal kiss, doomed to eternal abyss. Venomous fangs sink deep, soon death's embrace shall creep. No mercy, no patience to find, seek no pity from their kind. Instead of deceit, suffering's reign, for cowards despair's cruel chain.
Nature's primal throne. Ignorant officer left alone. Cannabis blooms, defying his rule. Unleashing health, no man's fool. Lord of the wild, the snake's command annihilates life from a politician's hand. Triumph of greed, a sign of death. Undying nature, the final law. Suffering beast, my eternal law. Law. ground and mystic sight.
Across the sands of time they glide, noble gardens, wisdom's pride, golden myths where dreams abide, in sacred tales their grace reside.
Eternal emblems like first spark, nestled deep in culture's heart. To ancient rites they play their part. Primal thoughts in stone and lore, oracles of truth galore, worship where the ancients swore, echoes of the gods they bore, realms of healing, venoms cure, flow through veins both strong and pure, unveiled in scrolls their might endures, legends sing of scales that shine. The marble force in stone and lore, oracles of truth galore, worship where the ancients swore, echoes of the gods they bore, realms of healing, venoms cure, flow through veins both strong and pure, unveiled in scrolls their might endures, legends sing of scales that shine. Symbols of the soul divine, medicine's gift, their arts entwines, Aztec altars, serpents climb, reincarnate, free from time. Temples carved where stars align. Cosmic travelers old as night, bringing stories fierce yet bright. Earth was king with primal might, adoring Egypt's holy light. Through misty ages still they ride, unseen yet felt their sacred right, radiant in eternal flight, enchanted beings pure delight, serpents crowned in mystic sight. Symbols of the soul divine, medicines give their art entwines, Aztec altars, serpents climb, reincarnate, free from time. Temples come where stars align. Cosmic travelers old as night, bringing stories fierce yet bright. Earth was king with primal might, adoring Egypt's holy